Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Moving to the Mountains. In this series, I'm going to go through and detail all of the steps and process that my wife and I went through to move our family of 5 out to Colorado. Technically, we have a 6th child. She's a senior at Ball State this year, finishing up her degree, so she was not able to make the move with us. But if we go back about a year and a half ago, my beautiful wife, as you can see here, who is madly in love with me, and even during family pictures couldn't keep her eyes off of me. And yes, I know as she's watching this video, her face is going to look like a sand fox at that one. But it is true. Anyway, back to the story. So, about a year and a half ago, my wife and oldest daughter ended up taking a vacation out here to Central Colorado. We were already talking about possibly moving regions for our family, looking for a new career, and she came back from Colorado and said that's where we need to be. So we kind of set our search area anywhere from the central Colorado up through Idaho or Montana, anywhere in the northern part of the Rockies, and started applying for jobs. After a couple of failed interviews, a lot of no calls back, a lot of, oh, we're interested, and then you never hear anything later. What turned into being one of the best places that I have ever worked extended me an offer, and my wife and I said we have to make this work. So after talking to my new boss Brad, and him extending the offer, we went to work to try and find housing in central Colorado, which is no small feat. If you've ever done it or you live out here, you understand. So we ended up choosing the route of living full-time in a 37-foot Newmar motorhome, which that has come with plenty of its own opportunities for frustration and failure, but here we are, we're making it work. And in this video series, we're going to go through a whole line of things that we expected, things that we didn't expect, and how we've overcome it, or how we've worked around it, or how we're just dealing with it. I'm going to be completely transparent about the struggles and the victories, what we've had to go through to get our kids registered as homeschoolers here in the area. We actually are part of the local school corporation. Our son takes a class which makes him eligible also to play basketball, which was just a bonus being from Indiana. But there's just going to be a lot of information, and we're going to walk through step by step in a series of videos here. I'm going to try to keep them all at about 5 minutes. That way they're somewhat easy to watch, and we're going to try to break it down into sections that are all kind of alike. We're going to go over the experiences that I had leaving that toxic work environment, uprooting your entire family from an area that they had all grown up in. My wife was from northern Wisconsin. I personally have always lived in Indiana, minus a small stretch while I went to school in North Carolina. Our kids were all born and raised in Indiana. So it's been quite the change in cultures. It's been fun. It's been exciting. Yes, we miss family. We miss friends. None of this move could have been done without any of the family or friends coming through. There's 3 specifically that jump to mind. Sean, my old neighbor across the street, and Jason and Todd that I used to work with at Ball State. All 3 of those guys are absolute ride or dies for me, and I couldn't have done this without it. Shout out to you guys if you're watching this video. But I'm going to wrap this up for now. Just a quick introductory, and we're going to go ahead and keep filming some more videos related more towards specifics of selling a house from 20 hours away, what it took to get everything packed and the house ready to sell, and everything else that we were able to take with us into the motorhome in 9 days. You heard that right. We went from accepting the job and everything being a go to gone in 9 days. So it was quite the whirlwind of experiences, trying to say goodbye to everybody, plus get it all packed and hauled to the storage unit or sold or put into the motorhome. So make sure you hit the subscribe, the like button, the follow button, whatever platform you're seeing us on, and tune back in, check back, and hopefully you'll get notifications when we have another live video. As you can see behind me, I'm up on top of Vail Pass right now, headed to work for the day. Just wanted to stop, have that gorgeous view in the back. And if you're thinking about doing something as crazy as my family did, do it. You will not regret it. We haven't for a second, and I don't expect that we will. So hopefully we see you on the next edition of the video series here. And like I said, make sure you follow us, like us, subscribe to us, and check back in. Share it with all your friends. We really want to get the word out there because there are too many people that are miserable where they're living, and they think that they just have to go clock in and do a job, and that's not the truth. I thought that for my 15 years that I was at my previous employer, that I was going to retire from there and I was going to be miserable the whole time. Once we finally pulled the trigger, the weight came off of our shoulders, and haven't looked in the rearview mirror yet. So we hope to see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you later.